Hello friends, welcome to today's session of Advanced Embedded System Design. Today we will discuss what contents are included by the university in syllabus of AES, a subject. Okay, so the prerequisites for this is having the basic knowledge of microcontrollers, microprocessors, and different interfacing with several peripherals. Okay, so with this, after learning this subject, you will study how you are familiar with RISC processors and different embedded systems, also different real world peripherals like sensors, motors, displays. Okay, so all these are embedded systems. So let's see first of all what is embedded system. So embedded, the word itself means what things are combined together. Okay, like embedded means one on multiple things that are combined together. Okay, means it is combination of several things together. Okay, so in unit 1 you will see first basic definition, then difference between general computing system and embedded system. Okay, then different types of embedded system life cycle. Okay, then examples of embedded system. See, in your day-to-day life you also come across through different types of embedded systems. Okay, like take example of digital thermometer, then RF tags, like when you pass through any toll. Okay, so nowadays that RF fast tag is being used. Okay, so it is also a form of embedded system. Okay, then in unit 2 you will study 32-bit RISC processor. Okay, now RISC and CISC you should be able to make its classification. Okay, so it will having ARM7 block diagram, then its operating modes. Okay, instruction set and features. Okay, then you will be asked like what are the logical instruction sets and arithmetic instruction sets. So this is very important unit. Okay, with respect to theory point of view. So now let's see in unit 3, interfacing with different peripherals. Okay, so now embedded system can be combined with other external peripherals. Okay, like stepper motor, servo motor. Okay, ultrasonic sensor for doing some other activities. Okay, then also some timers and counters like watchdog timer and all, then UART, I2C. So such things we can interface with it. Okay, then unit 4 will be including introduction to Cortex M3 microcontroller. Okay, so see, this is Cortex microcontroller. Okay, now you have studied microcontroller and microprocessor in third year. Okay, now here it is the innovative part of Cortex. Okay, so you will study different operating modes, then uh, port bit set registers and all. Okay, GPIO configurations. Okay, how are how is pin distributed? How many pins are there? Okay, so these things will be understood here. Then programming with Cortex M3. Okay, so simple programs like blinking of LED. Okay, like if there are multiple colors of LED. Okay, so you will see some programs like alternate colors should be blown. Okay, or all colors should be blown and all will be set off at the same time. Then interfacing of temperature sensor, pressure sensor and all. There is also like humidity sensor and all. You will find your B project from using this unit. Okay, you can also make your B project on basis of this unit. Use of inbuilt ADC. Okay, so this is different sets of programs that we can perform with Cortex M3. Then RTOS based embedded system. Okay, RTOS it stands for real time operating system. Okay, so in real time operating system we will see what is the why it is needed. Okay, why we require real-time operating system for embedded system. Okay, then we will see some task scheduling. Okay, LIFS means last in first out. Okay, then last come first. So this is different types of preemptive scheduling, means these are a different type of jobs. Okay, then so shortest job first, so means which is having less execution time will be executed first. Okay, then priority based. Okay, so these are different scheduling algorithms. Okay, then preemptive scheduling like shortest job first, shortest remaining time, then round robin, and priority based scheduling. Okay, so these are different scheduling methods that we will see in our task. Okay, then concept of shared memory, memory mapped object. Okay, so message passing it will be having, then mailbox and signaling. Okay, students, you have to refer some standard books. Okay, for this subject like introduction to embedded system by Shigu. It has good solution of different concepts. Okay, this subject is entirely means 60% theory and 40% programming type. Okay, then you can have good programs from embedded and real time system from KVK Prasad. Okay, then this ARM ELP and architecture by Mazidi. It has good pin diagrams and all block diagrams. Okay, so for diagrams refer serial number 2. Okay, and you can also refer these remaining books, but according to me these first three books are sufficient. Okay, now again the distribution of question paper will be in two sections, that in two section, that is section A, one question will be compulsory. In section 2 again one question will be compulsory. Okay, so in each section there will be five questions, so one question is compulsory, remaining four question will be optional. Like we have more than four questions. Okay, it can be five question or six question, out of which you can have to solve four questions. Okay, so all of you don't lose any chapter. Okay, don't think that I will miss this chapter in options. Okay, no, you will lose your marks in this compulsory question. Okay, so that's all about syllabus. Thank you.